A big showdown over immigration just unfolded in the courts. On Friday, a federal judge stopped the Trump administration from rolling out a plan to speed up deportation across the entire United States. This plan, known as expedited removal, is a process that lets the government deport migrants quickly, often without them ever stepping foot in front of an immigration judge. Now, here is the thing. Expedited removal has existed for years, but it was always limited. Traditionally, it was only used near the borders, within 100 miles, and only for people who had been in the country less than 2 weeks. That meant it was mostly for very recent arrival, called close to entry points. But earlier this year, the Trump administration tried to take that some power and stretch it nationwide. Under the new expansion, anyone found anywhere in the US and who had been here for up to 2 years could be placed into expedited removal. Immigration advocates quickly challenged it in court, saying the government was essentially wiping away due process rights. On Friday, US District Judge Gia Cobb agreed with them, at least for now. She issued a ruling that blocks the expansion indefinitely. In her opinion, Judge Cobb said the government had gone too far by suddenly making millions of people across the country vulnerable to fast-track deportations without proper legal safeguards. She explained that while the original version of expedited removal may be constitutional at the border, applying it on such a large scale inside the US requires more protections for the people affected. This ruling is a setback for the Trump administration's immigration crackdown, especially its push to arrest asylum seekers at courthouse and increase deportation across the nation. It doesn't end the expedited removal completely. The border rules are still in place, but it stops the administration from dramatically expanding it beyond its original scope. The Department of Homeland Security quickly fired back after the decision. In a statement, DHS said the ruling ignores President Trump's authority under both the Constitution and the federal law. The department insisted that the expansion is legal and necessary, saying, in the court, President Trump has a mandate to arrest and deport the worst of the worst. We have the law, facts, and common sense on our side. End of quote. What happens next? Well, this isn't over. The administration is almost certain to appeal the decision, which means higher courts will get their say in the coming months. The outcome will decide that's how far the government can go in bypassing immigration judges and fast-tracking deportation. For now, though Judge Cobb's order hits the pause button, it's a moment that could reshape the balance between immigration enforcement and the constitutional rights of migrants living inside the United States.